out their threat to blank schools again tomorrow if their talks with government's chief personnel officer dissatisfies them. They had a second day of so-called rest and reflection and say they aren't letting up their fight for a conclusion to salary negotiations.
Today's action was once again hailed a success by the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association. Tutors First Vice President Dibanan Sinanan said, based on reports received, more than 80% of teachers stayed away from classes. The action was only part one, as members are expected to picket outside the Chief Personnel Officer's office tomorrow.
These would be members of our General Council or Conference of Delegates, as well as a few other interested persons. Some people have indicated to us in no uncertain terms that we can't stop them from coming to picket outside of the CP office, even though they are not members of the General Council or the Conference of Delegates. Such is their level of anger and frustration.
TV6 News visited some schools in the capital city to see the effects of the protest action. At Sacred Hearts Girls Roman Catholic School, the national flag flew high as the gates were opened and classes were in session. We were also told that the school had a good turnout of both teachers and students, but at neighboring Richmond Street Anglican School, it was the complete opposite. Not a student in sight. In fact, the gate was locked and we were informed that school was not in session. At Tranquility Government Secondary School, students were seen milling about just around the morning break period, while at Woodbrook Secondary, students were few and far in between, as the premises looked mostly deserted. Queen's Royal College was not to be left out. Some classrooms were completely empty, while others were missing teachers. One staff member told us that the day of rest and reflection was successful, as many teachers failed to turn up for work. An all-day session is planned for tomorrow's negotiations talks, and if that fails, tutor plans to hold a mass demonstration through the capital city. Aksha Gulston, TV6 News.